Hello students, dear BDM students. Surprise, this is your professor, Professor Charming. Well, if you don't like the charming part, that's fine, but don't tell me, okay? So I got a lot of questions on the first assignment, so I thought to myself, maybe I should set up a YouTube channel and upload some videos. In this way, it's more fun, right? It's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I will try my best. Alright? Okay, so let's start. So the first question is on decision tree, right? So in the problem, it says your past experience is that the chance that Vincent can provide correct advice to any question is 80%. So how do we interpret it? It's a little bit confusing, but let's make it simple. So it means if Vincent helps you on a question, then the chance you will answer that question correctly is 80%. So for this problem, you don't need to calculate any posterior probabilities, okay? So on the second problem on MC-SIN, the possible order size is from 5 to 15. You need to do a MC-SIN simulation for every order size, okay? So also it says that the selling price has a normal distribution, right? So you can assume the selling price is the same for every car sold within the same week, okay? You can also assume that even within the same week, the selling price of a car is random but maybe different from one to the other. Of course, if you use the second interpretation, it might be more complicated, okay? But either way, it's fine. So the last problem, which is on arena, okay? So once a customer is turned away because there are too many customers waiting, we can assume that that customer will just leave, okay? So the customer will not going to try to rejoin, trying to re-enter the system, okay? So once it's turned away, that customer is gone forever, all right? So in part B, we have to find out the average waiting time of new customers, the average waiting time of returning customers, okay? You don't have to find the average waiting time for all customers combined. So you don't have to do the weighted average stuff, okay? Hopefully that makes easier. And also in the last problem, right, we need to turn away customers when there are too many people waiting. Do we do that before we split the customers into two types? I think so. We kind of turn away customers before splitting them into two types. Otherwise, the problem is then you get the average waiting times of new customers and the average waiting times of the returning customers. So those waiting times then include those people who are turned away, right? So that's not what we want. So I'm not sure if I'm making myself clear, but basically I think we should turn away customers before splitting the customers into two types, alright? Let me see what else I have here. Okay, so finally we said that we turn away customers when there are 6 customers waiting, right? Not 6 customers in the system, okay? So number of people in the system and the number of people in the waiting lines, they are different, right? So give you a hint. So the number of people in the system in the waiting line, the number of people in the waiting lines should be, the function is NQ. N as in Nancy, Q as in Q, okay? And we didn't use that function in our examples, so that's probably the only thing you have to teach yourself. Otherwise, everything in this problem You can find them in the 2 examples we have, in class or on the lecture notes. Okay, so that's all the questions and answers I have for now, and I hope it helps, and I hope you do well in your assignment 1. Not that I care. Of course I care, right? Alright, bye bye, ciao.